East, we head to Holden, Louisiana. It is a tight-knit rural community 40 minutes east of Baton Rouge. Barbara Blount was 58 years old when she vanished from her sprawling country home. And since then, she has been legally declared dead. But her family still has no idea what happened to her. And today, police say they think they're closer than ever to finding out the answer to that question. NewsNation's Kelly Beeson has a closer look at Barbara's story.
Bells will be ringing.
You know, the old Christmas carol, bells will be ringing. Well, that song always reminds me of her. Every time I hear that song, in fact, I would call her. When I'd hear it on the radio, I would call her up and say, Aunt Barbara Ann, our song is on.
Christmases in Louisiana have been much bluer since Suzanne Honeycutt's beloved Aunt Barbara disappeared.
First and foremost, she loved God. A very, very good, strong woman of faith, loved her children and her family.
Suzanne says her aunt was the type of woman who raised her family with high standards.
Raised them up to be tax-paying, law-abiding citizens and, you know, to pay your bills and do the right thing, you know, and work hard.
On top of that, she maintained many hobbies like teaching Bible study, gardening, and raising cattle.
Hauling 5-pound buckets of feed to the cows. She was a strong lady overall.
It's one of the many reasons her family still can't wrap their head around how Barbara could be missing for 15 years now.
That day was shock, disbelief.
May 2nd, 2008, Barbara had planned to take advantage of beautiful weather by cleaning and organizing her kitchen. On her way to work, Barbara's daughter stops by the house in the morning.
She saw her mom, said, okay, I'll check in with you later. I'll call you later.
But just hours later, no one could reach Barbara. And when a family member went to the home, they knew something was wrong.
The door was left open 6 to 10 inches, and her cordless home phone was out on the carport. Nothing was gone but her.
Police responded right away.
There was no signs of forced entry, no signs inside the residence of any kind of struggle.
At the same time, Major Ben Bourgeois and Sheriff Jason Ard say police were already investigating another suspicious call. Someone saw Barbara's silver Toyota parked in the woods off of a hunting club road.
For a clean, well-maintained vehicle like that to be parked off into the woods on a hunting club road was just very suspicious and out of place.
Her keys were found lying in the gravel road beside the car. But by the time police were able to get a tow truck to bring her vehicle in for investigation, a downpour of rain compromised the evidence.
There was 1 inch of water in the floorboard of the vehicle. That's how much rain had came just in that few hours there.
Police found Barbara's home undisturbed. Among her belongings left were her glasses, cell phone, and even her guns.
When they took her or when they lured her away, it was for her and for no one else.
The only sign of a possible struggle was out in the carport. Her cordless landline phone was found on the ground with the batteries out. Police say it's hard to link that to any foul play.
She was known to where if she went outside or something, she would bring that cordless phone outside. And with the storm that come through, it could have easily been blown over.
She could have dropped it out of being startled. She could have dropped it out of a struggle. We don't really know.
The Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office pored over Barbara's cell phone and landline records and found nothing out of the ordinary. There's another tip they received in recent years they've ruled out. A couple from Alabama came forward saying they believe they saw Barbara where her car was found in 2008. They claim she was speaking with a man in a pickup truck. Investigators looked into this and believe the couple actually saw a witness who found Barbara's vehicle.
We have talked to the ones that were assisting with locating the vehicle, and we believe that that is the same person that they saw whenever they were passing going to Alabama.
But police say just within the last few months, they have a new lead in the case.
We just want to stick to the facts, but I think we're also going to solve it.
Barbara's niece holds the same hope.
I have a really good feeling. In Psalms 27:14, it says, take courage and wait upon the Lord. And just because whoever did this doesn't feel guilty about it, doesn't mean that it didn't happen. It doesn't mean that we're going to give up. It doesn't mean that you're doing right because you know what you did. You're going to have to answer to God one day. and I'm speaking to, they know exactly who I'm speaking to.
I mean, I believe that she was murdered. That's an obvious to us. That's just how it was done, who did it.
For the family, the years of not knowing what happened to Barbara has taken its toll. Honeycutt says her mother, who is Barbara's sister, now has dementia, but she still remembers her sister is missing.
I want to thank NewsNation for airing Barbara's story. We have waited a long time for answers, and as of yet, we have none. But we're still praying that God will give us peace and let us understand and know what happened to her. She was a loving sister, and we were very close.
We have never given up hope, and we never will.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.